Hello there and welcome into WCSN's continuing coverage of Arizona State men's basketball. Alongside Braiden Bell, I'm Werner at Haas Pavilion in Berkeley, California, where the Sun Devils got a big win over the Golden Bears of California, 81-73. And Braiden, Cal really has two great big men in seniors Kingsley Okoro at 7'1" and Marcus Lee at 6'11". What do the Sun Devils do defensively tonight to kind of combat with those two big forces?
Well, it's a great question, and before I get to it, you got to talk about these Cal big men that you just talked about. They aren't just big, they play big. They're physical, and there's a big difference between being tall and playing physical, and that's what these Cal guys did tonight. But ASU, they played their style of basketball. They got out and ran. After missed shots, you saw Arizona State push the ball forward. And when you do that, you kind of neutralize big men, and we saw that here tonight. Cal struggled at making three-pointers, which they have all season long. ASU got long rebounds, ran. That didn't get Marcus Lee and Kingsley Okoro back in defensive time on many occasions, and that kind of limited their abilities to make defensive stops. Other times when the defense was set, ASU would drive to the bucket. Yes, they got blocks, or Cal got blocks, that is, but ASU still went to the bucket. They'd get fouled, they'd make their free throws, and then they'd move on. Those were both two big things for Arizona State, and they just look more comfortable today. I know that isn't really about the bigs, guys, but they just look more comfortable. They're playing their style of basketball that we've seen them play through the first 14 games of the year, and then they had that rough stretch, and tonight they looked pretty normal like we saw throughout most of the non-conference schedule.
So 81 points tonight for the Sun Devils, Braiden.
Yeah.
41 coming off the bench. Who specifically was so great off the bench that helped the Sun Devils get this win?
That's a wild metric. 41 bench points is not something you see very much, but the main guy off the bench was Mickey Mitchell. He's a guy that has been starting for this Arizona State team throughout conference play completely and through the couple last games of the non-conference schedule as well. They moved him to the bench. Bobby Hurley said that he told Mickey Mitchell yesterday, so on Friday night, and Mitchell really embraced it. He played outstanding basketball so well that it looked like the rest of the bench kind of fed off of his energy. Mickey Mitchell was great, and then you've got Vitaly Scheibel. Big shout out to him. He had 8 points. It was a great game for him. 2 big threes. And then Kamani Lawrence was fantastic, and then Remy Martin as well, 11 points. He did his usual thing. But the bench was outstanding for Arizona State, and that was one of the biggest reasons why you saw the Sun Devils not only win this game, but it felt like a bigger win than just 8 points.
And ASU had dropped 3 of their past 4 games in Pac-12 play. Coming into this one, how big is a win like this for ASU going forward?
It's refreshing. It allows the team to relax, if nothing else. It was a tough road, and you could kind of tell in our faces that there was panic in the air in Palo Alto the other night. But to get a win in Berkeley, split the Bay Area road trip, have a happy flight back home if you're Arizona State, and return home to Wells Fargo Arena to take on Utah and Colorado, 2 teams that that you played only a couple weeks ago, it seems like, and now you're back at home in front of your home fans. The hoops are what the floor feels comfortable. Everything will be very comfortable for this team, and that'll be very big for ASU going forward. But yes, Cal isn't great. We get it. But any win on the road in the Pac-12, you've heard it many times, guys, it's hard. For Arizona State to get this win tonight, it was important. And if you would have lost this game, the panic button that we always talk about, it would have been not only pressed, but like slammed. So it was a very big win for ASU.
So ASU gets a much-needed win, 81-73 over the California Golden Bears at Haas Pavilion. Alongside Braiden Bell, I'm Werner, Cronkite Sports.